Okay, so disciplines and genres. I know that in a way I probably doomed this channel from the beginning because I am not bought into one particular style of racing or riding or even one type of bike. Um, by the way, I know I said I got product reviews and I have a new bike. I did an unboxing video. It didn't go too well. So we will just probably go straight to the bike and skip the box. It's all about the bike and not the box anyways. But, on that subject, I do a lot of YouTubing, watch a lot of this stuff. And, some of these guys are great editors and they're great video makers. And especially in the bike realm, some of these guys are amazing. But they're actually better at filming and recording and editing than they are writing. And I see that as a norm. It's almost like you have video creators that found a niche and then are learning to do that niche and learning that skill or that discipline and recording as they go, and the videos get better and better and their skills get better and better, and that's fine. I'm not a video editor. I am not in this for that. I like bikes and I ride bikes. And, I can't be the only one. And if I am the only person, and I know that I'm not, that rides different disciplines of bikes, then I may be the only person that has an interest in these videos. But, I'm just, even if the channel is doomed, I'm going to continue to go forward. If nothing else, I have this vlog to journal my adventures and everything else. So, but those of you that are subscribed and are following, I thank you very, very much, and I appreciate it. I don't know why we just need feel the need to be categorized and be in a category. It's a confusing and frustrating thing for me. But like right now, with the mountain bike cross country season being over, and having the new gravel bike, and there's a gravel grinder 2 weeks from now. I'm going to Maui today, leaving today, this evening, to catch a plane tomorrow. Me and my wife are going to be in Maui for a week and then come back. And then there's a gravel race, at the end of the month. I haven't registered for it and I haven't fully committed to it, but there are some other ones coming up. And, these are going to be, these are, anywhere from half century, which is 50 miles, up to a century, up to sometimes double centuries. And it's a different type of riding, but at the same time, it's the same thing. You're getting out there with a large group of people, and you're putting forth your best effort. Some of us go there to win, some of us go there to finish, some of us go there because it's what we do. And I'm somewhere in the mix of all that right now. When I first started off this cross-country season, I wanted to win, win, win. And I did a couple times, or came real close a few times, and did once. It was a great feeling. Then moving up in the category, competing against people who do this more often, I had a lot more practice at it and everything else. It became a survival thing. But at the end of the day, at the end of the race, even if you weren't podium, not even first, but even if you weren't podium, and you competed against those guys and you rode with those guys. And see, that's the thing. Competing against and riding with, all this just comes down to mindset. But at the end of the day, when you cross that finish line, when you see the finish line and you're just putting your last sprint in there, it's all about you and the clock, right? And getting across that line and I crashed and I did this and I did that, but I'm crossing this line now. The bike did this and the weather was like this and whatever, but you know what? No excuses. I'm crossing that line. Man, it's awesome. It's awesome. And you begin to long for it. You begin to want more of that. And that's cool. And so that is the racing mindset that I have at this time. You know what? I am not in the condition, I'm not in the shape to say, hey, I'm going to go win this race. There's a lot of people out there with that maybe don't work or maybe have a freedom of working choice hours and getting tons of training, tons of practice. And some of these guys have been doing it 30, 40, 50 years. There's the equipment. The difference between a 15-pound bike and a 20-pound bike is everything. So there's just so much that factors in. But at the same time, and so if you're chasing that win, and any of those other things come in, and you know, and then you start grabbing excuses, and I just don't want to go down that road. But anyways, back on the subject of the channel, I'm making this change right now from the mountain bike to the road/gravel bike. I have put down 90 some miles just commuting this week in 3 days. I basically did three 30-day runs on the new gravel bike. I just absolutely love being back on drop bars. I love the lack of tire resistance going down the road on the pavement. It's a beautiful time of year. Getting out in the summertime, in the morning time and riding before work is just so choice because the temperatures are nice. But then I'm still in the middle of the day doing the lunch run, and we've had triple-digit weather, you know, this week, and so a little bit of everything throughout the day, which is cool. And then riding the bike back home. I've been commuting as much as possible. My goal is to actually just commute no matter what the rest of the year out. You know, I have rain gear. I can put fenders on one of these bikes. I just really want to just shift over to being in a saddle as much as possible, and go from there. And again, just call it training, call it discipline, call it what you will, but it's just another thing that I want to do. But vacation time is this next week, and that's the time that I plan on spending with my wife and enjoying with my wife. And if we don't ride bikes, we don't ride bikes, and that's fine. You know, as far as fitness goes, these longer rides, these faster bikes, these lighter bikes, I definitely will be taking it to a next level. Doing pretty good. If I could just quit eating pizza, you know, 3-4 times a week, I would continue to shed even more weight and you know, and tone up some more. So, but you know, as we go through the summertime and cycle class in the fall, and then, you know, hit the gym, you know, in the winter time, and continue to commute if I can through the winter time. And by the time the cross-country MTB season comes back up, I plan on being in excellent shape, or the best shape that I can be in. And I'll have my bike ready to go. It's nice when you're switching styles of bikes and bicycles. You can park one and think on and work on what you want to change about it, and start looking at component swap outs and stuff like that. You can start doing maintenance, and it's not a rush, it's not a hurry. And you know, whether you, depending on your budget, maybe you buy one part a payday, or you figure out what it is, and maybe you just even save up those parts until it's time to even ride that bike. So again, there's good things about switching disciplines because of things like that. And there's a plethora of different things that you'll discover, and you'll be like, oh, that's pretty nice, you know. The things that you didn't appreciate or didn't notice on one bike, you'll notice on another one. And you know, I seen a couple dogs yesterday way out going to Singleton Park, and there was these 2 dogs on the side of the road, 2 farm dogs, and they didn't even look up at me, and they were just real casual. And it was just real cool to see that and to notice that and appreciate that. And you know, if you were barreling down a single track trail, that's not something you would run into. And so I'm just having fun with this, and again, I appreciate you guys coming in, and when vacation time is over, we'll get some more videos going. Thanks.